Alright, so have you ever wondered that who will win if the three big nations Mondstadt, Liye and Inazuma ever fought? Who will win? It's a difficult question, especially if we will not include the superhuman vision holders or the archons, then it will be more interesting. So yeah, in today's video we will analyze all the three nations and find out that which nation will come out on top in this battle. And now let's start. For instance, I think Liye will be in a good position. They have the millilith on their command, surrounded by mountains which are great for protection. Since it's a trading, commerce focused nation, it would be a given that there would be many parts of entry, specifically the harbor and the 2-3 bridges which all connects to Liye. So yeah, Liye has many entry points, and because of that there would be many entry and exit points to guard that would stretch the millilith quite thin. I imagine they would be unmatched in naval battles as well. There's also the Jade Chamber which proves to be powerful and a good location for aerial attacks, which is unique to the nation. Additionally, the path to Mondstadt can be easily watched over by the cliffs. They are accessible from Liye, though as far as I know, the chasm is blocking trades by land from Sumeru, as it is dangerous and inconvenient to go by. So if Inazuma succeed to take over the harbor, Liye will be in big problems. And if we look at Inazuma, then it is surrounded by stormy waters. That's enough to deter most armies, but I don't know if we could specifically count that in here, since that mostly Raiden Shogun's doing. Still, it provides great protection but also a weak point. It is probably going to be hard to occupy part of Inazuma for a long period of time. If Narukami is targeted, then help will probably come from Watasumi Island or other islands and vice versa. But the battle that Inazuma will start trying to defeat one of the other two countries in the game, it'll be a battle far away from home, leaving the soldiers on the field responsible to respond for any new developments, and the supply line from Inazuma very vulnerable to terror from Liye and Mondstadt, or to the stormy weather we know is present on the sea that surrounds Inazuma. Thus, what I see as the most viable option for Inazuma is a supermassive surprise attack on one of Liyue's less defended and populated areas. Settle there and immediately take over important roads that are important for Liyue's transportation of supplies and soldiers, and from there head towards sieges of small villages and take them down easily. One by one, leave Liye harbor hanging by itself with just the sea as their last resort. But yeah, I don't think Inazuma will be able to easily take over the harbor so early. It will be a quite tough battle and a very dangerous one. As for Mondstadt, Mondstadt. To be fair, Mondstadt doesn't have a lot to offer except for their Knights of Favonius. The Knights until now were busy fighting hilichurls and other monsters, and thus aren't prepared for a big size war. Their best option may be to try to survive the siege. They're probably gonna get on the island that is Mondstadt, mostly doing so by making a watering system that will take use of the lake surrounding them and the food within it, and by burning everything outside of Mondstadt to dust. Not gonna lie, Klee's gonna be excited. So yeah, any army surrounding the city wall will struggle to maintain the siege because they don't have any food. The soldiers of Mondstadt have already burned them or trees to build siege machines, cause as I said, and I will say it again, the Knights of Favonius have burned the trees and food that was in the surrounding of Mondstadt. So yeah, all of that while the Knights of Favonius are busy with guerrilla warfare against their opponent, sabotaging their supplies, causing loss in manpower when they can, and most importantly, decreasing their morale among the soldiers of their opponent, until sitting and waiting will be unbearable by the soldiers, in which case they will be either decide to try and break the city walls, or they will give up and go away. But yeah, in my opinion, Liye has the most advantage in this battle rather than Inazuma or Mondstadt. So yeah, in my opinion, the nation of Geodaddy would probably come out on top. Well, that's briefly what I came up with. Obviously, there's more that I forget to count or miscalculated, and I would like to think what your all opinions are and about this kind of analysis. Feel free to add more to the hypothetical war or correct me about anything. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.